G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. I'm back from holidays, and what a great holiday it was, touring around southern Victoria, up the east coast of New South Wales, and yeah, now we're back in the central west. So today, and lovely, 8 degrees C, and misty rain. Yeah, it's typical of of here when it's winter time. So as you saw, you probably saw the other channel, the Travel Sea Do 1. As you know, we went to the Steam and Vintage show down in Beaufort, or Lake Goldsmith, and boy was that a show. Highly recommended if you live in New South Wales, Australia, Victoria, South Australia. Get in there, in Western Australia. Get over and see it. It's really special. And of course, a couple of videos ago, what did I do? I got this thing out, this Philips, what is it, a 112, and got it out on the table in front of the caravan and decided to do an unravelling, unboxing, let's have a look inside it. So it was something I picked up at the markets. It was Dalesford, the mill markets there. Absolutely unbelievable. Look that one up. Here's a link to it. And if you're after vintage stuff, everything, there is just anything in that shop. Probably much bigger than some of the Bunnings stores I've seen. So yeah, it's certainly the go. So have a look at it, and I think that they're online. If you got anything to sell, vintage, yeah, check them out. Okay, so that's where I picked up this thing, as you probably saw in the last video. And yeah, stupid me, tried to get the knob off, and not realising that underneath these little babies, there's a little hole there. Put a screwdriver in and undo a lock nut, or a set screw rather, on the shaft to get the knob off. And of course the end of it broke, which I can fix. There's not a worry. But I do have my old friend Kevin Chant from kevinchant.com. If you haven't been there, go there. There's lots of information on that site. He's rounded up a couple of knobs, and well, we're not sure what it's like yet, so we're going to see it, a dial for this thing. So now I think the dial sits along there and flips up as such. I don't know what the mechanism is down here that does that. It all seems to be in there, so it's a matter of, yeah, suck it and see. So we'll see what the dial is. Of course, that'll be the next video. This one, well, first thing we do is get a screwdriver the right size, which I didn't have when I was on holidays, and a memo there. Why haven't I got a screwdriver tacked in my toolkit? It was, of all things, I didn't have a multimeter nor a screwdriver, or a small screwdriver. We had a monster that just didn't work. Okay, this one. As you saw, there's the power cord, really destroyed, but we're not too worried about that. Let's get it out of the cabinet, whack it on the dim bulb, and see if this thing's going to make a noise. That's the go, isn't it? Let's not worry about the power cord too much. Just separate them enough to stop the dim bulb lighting up. And of course, if you're doing this at home, don't do as I do. Or if you do, please take care you're dealing with lethal voltages. You're dealing with, well, in Australia, 240 volts, it'll knock you, okay? It'll put you on the floor and maybe take you out for good. So just be careful what you're doing, and you're doing it at your own risk. So, yeah, always use an isolation transformer over here, and of course a dim bulb to stop things going up in flames or sparks or smoke or whatever happens. Okay, I'll bring us in now. Let's have a bit of a look. Get this thing out of here. I'll show you where the secret screws are to those bloody knobs, which I didn't know about. Okay, so let's have a look, get this out and see if we can fire it up. Righto guys, now as you can see, I've got the camera sort of in front of me here. In there's a shaft. This is the shaft for the volume pot, the volume on-off switch, and there's a collar in there, and we go in through here to a set screw, which is right there, and loosen him off. Okay, done. And take him out. Yeah, that's how you get him out without breaking the bloody end off it, like I did with that one. Okay, but we can, yeah, we can do something with this. That's no worries. But yeah, I didn't know about that screw, that little grub screw on the end of the shaft. Okay, so we'll get the other end off now. And as you see, there's our tuning spindle. Now, this is the end that's broken off, so I'm going to have to try and maneuver this around until I can see the screw, which I can there. And here we go. Nice and easy. Push him out, and if I can get him out through the side of the radio there, there we go. And there's our broken piece. Yeah, didn't know about that. So that's a trap for any Philips guys out there. Well, Philips guys probably know about this, don't they? But as you can see, that could be fixed. Super glue on there, and yeah, we can resurrect this one. You can't see where this is. We can take the set screw, if you do this or have done it in the past. Take the set screw, or grub screw as it should be named. Take him out. I'm going to take him right out actually, and now we should be able to push our Bakelite off the knob out of the collar. So that's what we've got, and that's what we've got to fix. Okay, so as you can see, it will go on quite well once this is super glued on, and then we put the collar back on and you wouldn't even know that that was broken. Okay, well that's just one of the things. Now we'll get on with this, take the chassis out and have a bit of a look over it. Okay, and now of course we've got the knobs off. This should slide out. There we go. Okay, just bring you guys down a bit. Right. Well, there we go. that's what it looks like. Yeah, no damage, but all this needs a bit of attention. Here's our pointer. Now, how the glass flips up from here, I've got to learn about. I don't know. Maybe some mechanism or something that's missing. Could be inside. Yes, it's inside the case. Okay, we'll come to it in a moment. There we go. Complete with a couple of residents here, and they're not moving much now. Yeah, they've been keeping an eye on things. Pretty fancy looking dial cord. Mind you, the top dial cord is no good, but this one at the bottom is all okay. So if we can turn this, and the bottom one works, but that's broken off. And anyone that knows me knows that I absolutely love dial cords, and there it is. It's broken, so that's got to be replaced. And a little grub screw that goes onto the dial cord and clamps him. Yeah, that's pretty fancy. That's our pointer, and it actually comes down and snaps into place. A little indent down there, a hole in the pointer, and a little nipple there in the actual base of the pointer. So yeah, that will require quite a bit of attention. But what else can we see? Lots of fluff and dirt, and yeah, it's certainly an original. What have we got there? A ground. Boy, guys, is this going to work when I turn it on? You never know. Underneath, well, I did show you some of this. Hang on. Some of this before. I'll just get that pointer so he doesn't catch. An electro there that he looks pretty ordinary. These big black waxies, well, they're not waxies, they're just big paper caps, the black fellas. I don't know what you'd call them. Some waxies here, another big black fella there. Probably shouldn't call him black fella, should I? Coloured fella. And yeah, all looks okay. The resistor there looks a bit sus. He's just been warm, but he looks okay. Got a trimmer here, and of course these Phillips trimmers that are mounted on a former, and you've got to adjust them by lengthening or shortening the wire turns on them. We try and leave them alone unless it's absolutely necessary. Tag here on the power cord. We'll take him out because we will be connecting to that shortly. As you can see, bit of a bother there with the power cord, but up here he's okay, so we'll just clamp onto this. Well, sorry, I bumped the camera there. And we'll hook onto this and see whether this is going to make a noise. Okay. Right, that's an overall look. Antenna coil here. Of course, I cap can there, and I don't know, that's your both your IF cans in there. Okay. Okay. And the IF cans have got these capacitors on them to peak them. Yeah, well, we probably won't be doing too much of that. I don't know yet, but that looks like that's a cap there, one here, and these are on the IF cans, and one there, one over here, and well, I don't know what that fella is, just a once again another little capacitor. We've got to get the circuit on this anyway, but yes, it's full of these little tube format type adjustable capacitors, even on the IF cans. There is no adjustments on these IF cans other than the capacitors. Anyway, we may not have to do anything with that part of the circuit. Hopefully not. If we do, well, we'll handle it then. Now with this little mechanism here on the bottom of the dial, I'm going to have to do a bit more investigation on this. I'm going to have to have a look in the manual, see if I can work it out. Or, yes, Kevin might give me the dial glass, but it looks like there's a bottom piece goes onto the glass at the bottom. Failing that, well, we'll just have to make something up. I'm sure we can make up an angle piece or something to go along there. Otherwise, the rest of the case, pretty dirty, pretty grotty. The grill looks okay. This looks like it's been painted. That looks like it's been drilled in there later, but I mean, that's where the knob goes in. So, pretty ordinary job, if it's a factory job. But this here, see that? It's coming off. It looks like brown Bakelite underneath this. But if it is, it's certainly been done very well inside. It must have been cream when it was made. And obviously, well, brown Bakelite when they've done it. So, as you can see, a bit of rubbish laying around, which is neither here nor there. The speaker front looks good. The rest of the grill is in very good order. There's not many chips or anything like that. Probably, I'll probably strip this back and repaint it, for sure. Of course, we'll have to take our badge off. And I see there, there's a little pointy end on him there, so I don't know whether he unscrews or pushes in or anything, but we'll get to that. Okay, so whatever sits in here, obviously an angle bracket of some description and clamps onto the dial, maybe up one side. I'm sure we can make something up there if I haven't got anything. Okay, enough of the chit chat about what we're going to do. Let's get on and see if we can get any sort of noise out of this. Now, that one's our volume, our switch and volume. I'll probably put a knob back on there so that I can adjust him when we're testing him. And as you can see, this is how they work. There we go. And yeah, the switch feels okay. We'll leave him about half volume. And Well, what can we do here? If we chuff him off about there, on my old cutters there, I nearly need a new pair. Okay. Geez, he's nearly too hard to undo the knot, but I want this as long as I can. Right, there we go. There we go, guys. Couple of live wires. What could possibly go wrong with that? Okay, I'll get my death cord and hook him up, see what we can do with it. What's the bet the smoke comes out? Okay, got the death cord. Let's hook her up. There we go. What could possibly go wrong with that? Now, I'll just make sure that's apart. Okay, righto guys, here we go. Dim bulb is off at the moment. Okay, variac's at 0, so we turn the dim bulb on, so it's got power straight from the variac now. So, we're on this bulb here, which is only a 40 watt light bulb. So, you know, it's probably going to light up anyway. Okay, here we go. What have we got? 100 volts. 100 volts. And what are we drawing? 4 watts, so something is drawing power, which is good. We've got a little bit of glow on our dial lamp. Okay, well, yeah, just a little bit of glow, which is good. Okay, 130, and as you can see, he's glowing there. I think you can see that. Nothing yet. Okay, 160 volts, and we're drawing 7 watts, just on 7 watts. Nothing yet. Not a thing. Okay, 180, and dim bulb just lit there. We're drawing 10 watts. No sound. Nothing yet. We also, the rectifier, which I think is a 5Y3, is very cold. We might have a dead rectifier. Okay, 200. Drawing 12 watts. Something's certainly drawing power. Should have been monitoring the HT, shouldn't I? But anyway, we'll get there. That 5Y3 is still very cold. Okay, 230. There we go. There, our lamp is quite bright there, and we're looking at 16 watts. There is no sound at all. Okay, I don't think we got any warmth. Yes, that valve is warm. That one appears to be warm. Hang on. Hang on. I can hear something faint. Yes, we've got audio. Okay, we have audio. Not much else. This is our aerial, I think. Okay, we'll tack an external aerial on. I think we do have an audio problem anyway. That's nothing's very loud. We've got an outside antenna there now. And we haven't got much happening there. Cap can is cold. Very little audio. And yes, our 5x3 is actually lit up. I'll just wait till he comes up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll back this off a little bit, switch to number 2 lamp, which is a 75 watt, and take him up there just to give it a bit more juice. Okay, so we've got a good light here on the 6.3 on our dial lamp. And when you're doing this, be careful, live here, right there. Hang on. Yes. Something. Here we go. We're warming up. And of course we've got lots of fluff and we got something. Something's happening. Lots of fluff and everything in the tuning gang.
Designed to maintain connection. Choices at home offer to orange cafes and eateries each month.
And
To explore surrounding towns and cities. People aged 65
yes.
and over.
Well, guys, she's going.
Get registered with My Aged Care. To register, simply phone 1800 422. The Kia Sorento set the bar as Kia's most popular small sedan.
Why are we?
New first ever Kia K4.
Looks like we need a bit of tuning there, but we go near the mixer
Kia's biggest small
and oh, hang on, I'm on the ground. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Here we go.
Making every time.
We're on the ground wire now. There we go.
With over 100.
Hey guys.
Do it yourself. Do it with a Zito. Do you?
We've got a goer. And we get up here, and all we got is hollow scratchiness, which is fluff and dirt on our tuning capacitor. Okay, that's what's causing all that problem. I'm trying to get get it out to get the ABC. Sort of there, but not really. Not really. Anyway.
In the market for a quality Australian manufactured shed, right now you can get 30% off between May 22 and June 5.
There we go.
They've got the best sheds in the business, including sheds of all shapes and sizes, that come with a 20-year manufacturer's warranty. You can choose from the standard range.
And that's nice and loud, so, well, the audio's working. Don't want to run it too long. I think there's a 6v6 in there. Guaranteed the grid capacitor will be leaky, so that poor little valve's probably working pretty hard at the moment. Don't want to destroy it.
Of course not.
So,
It'll cost you a fortune to fix. Plus,
and yeah, as I said, tuning capacitor, it's full of rubbish. That's got to come out and be cleaned. We're going to have to take this this dial, the whole mechanism off here, and there's only 2 screws on either side, and this front area lifts off. Okay, so it obviously runs on this part of the drum, on the, you can probably see it there, on that part of the drum, and the one down here for the spindle runs on a drum on the inside of this one. So yeah, 2 separate dial cords. This one's running fine. It'll just need a bit of cleaning up. And meanwhile,
Alex de Minaur has a tough French Open draw and might face Jack.
she's working. Okay, so there we go, guys. There's the update on it. I'm going to leave it there because I want to wait now until I get the dial glass and the other knobs and have a bit of a look at the case. We'll clean the case up. I'm not going to show you that. You know how to clean a case. I may do paint stripper on it and cut it back, and we may paint this little fella, well, maybe something different to cream. It could be a nice duck egg blue or something like that. It'd probably look nice. It's not a restoration back to 100% as it originally was. I don't want that. I want a nice little radio that works, and yeah, that's what I'll be doing with it. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed so far. There's not much to see in it, but now I'm going to just leave this until I get the rest of the bits and pieces. We'll have a look at the case and then come back. Next video, replace the caps, work out how these things are tuned, what we can do to the IF. Obviously, not a lot, because that's working and I don't want to do too much more with it. Righto, so there we go. She's a goer, and yeah, that was my find, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, hit the bell, and give us a thumbs up. And if you subscribe, which I must stress, so many people have said, how much does it cost to subscribe? Guys, it's free. Really, the word should be follow, not subscribe. Okay? It doesn't cost anything. All it does is tracks me on the channel or anyone else, and if you hit the bell, it just notifies you when the next video from me or someone else comes up. Okay? Okay, guys. Until next time, bye for now.
doesn't call them. Don't call them. I'm getting sick and tired of everybody ringing up about their teams every weekend, time after time. I don't know what the league's going to do.